Hello boys and girls, it's me, Yoshi here, welcoming you back to my 200% playthrough of, I'm just checking, it's Mario Kart World, the launch title for Nintendo Switch. For those of you who don't know what 200% is, we're basically just trying to get everything from the lockables and other stuff to having a 3-star every single difficulty, and yes, it must be in order, because if you've read the riddles on my back, you will know what I mean. Anyways, we played as King Boo last episode, mostly recently. So we got Shy Guy next, and I have Ribbon Reverser on my other account, but not on this one. They're both about the... Let's just go with one of the new ones. I think that's the... If we want to really show off new carts, we should just use new ones when we get them. So anyways, as you see, we did these two on 100cc 3-starred. Now we're gonna do Lightning Cup 3 stars. Now, as per the regular rules, if I get towards the end, I win the gold specifically, I will not redo the track, even if I don't get 3 stars. However, I did add a new rule specifically for this part, which we may see once more. If we lose the first race, it makes more sense to just restart and try again. We had to do one time, but hopefully that doesn't happen again. Because remember, this is, in the end, this is still a Mario Kart game. This game is very, very random. You can get really good. You can, like, destroy the first several races or full cup and feel really good about it. And then another time, you'll just, for some reason, get hit by every single item. There's no in between. Okay, this is a good item. We have a shortcut that I know of since we started first. Yeah, we can just cut that. That one I actually read about on the official Mario Kart guide. So I've known that since the game first came out. Seems they've updated it with a few full of other shortcuts though that might be useful to take on doing other stuff. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm going towards the walls, I could have sworn you could trick off them. I guess not. So they tried to psych me out with that one. Now, Shy Guy, I'm not sure if he still has the same colors. I'm pretty sure he has costumes that will change his cover, but many people know that if you watch the DLC runs, or first DLC part of the original Mario Kart 8, then you'll know that one of the DLCs was Shy Guy and Yoshi being able to be selected in different colors. Fortunately, I don't know how many actual paintings Shy Guy has that changes his cover, but I did know that Yoshi, at the very least, has kept most of his colors. Let's just close that, because I think it's gonna break otherwise. Oh my gosh, not much I could have done there. Got a little check boost by going in that weird side. Let's just... What am I doing? I just hit that poor cow for no reason. Oh dear, now what's gonna happen? Okay, let's get a double item before we mess up further. I don't know if that was my own, but at the very least we have some stuff still. That mid guy, or whatever he's called, I think it's like a frog coin or something, is... Yeah, maybe that we're seeing right there. May as well use that since we're towards the end. Still need to get a bunch of money. A nice twirl you got there, Shy Guy. Alright. Well, we got past the first part. We won the first race, which is good. Now we are locked in. Oh, this is the N64 theme for Moving Fireman. Oh wait, no, that's Yoshi. That's something. No, it is. Yeah, it is, because that beam's also shared between the other races. Since this is at the start of the race, we can go for a draft as well. If you're wondering why I was getting hit so much, well that's because I was also trying to go for drafting originally. Drafting is kind of weird, but yeah, it just kind of works. Basically, if you're right behind someone, keep that speed for at least a certain amount, you can draft them. It's very easy to see when it's going on, too. Get out of my way, Mario. I have to go, like, here. Good. Junior got screwed, and now I'm in the lead. Figuring out where to get all the coins is probably the trickiest part at first. Oh. Darn it. I wish that was a star right now. For those of you who don't know, this feather is actually how you get... There's a star on top of one of those things, and if you use the star, you can get a star for free without getting it. Which means you can technically get a first place star using that. Whoa, I saw someone hammer. Now we're into Checker Mountain, which looks completely different. Mountain has been redone quite a bit in our games, but in those other games they kept it closer to the original. And here they kind of changed it, gave it a newer theme. By the way, no, that's not a cheat or trick step. The AI is really smart in this game. They love to take shortcuts whenever they get mushrooms. So not only do you have the RNG of them hitting you, but you also need to worry about whether or not they'll get mushrooms. If they get mushrooms towards the end of the track, they might just take a big gut. And the fact that just the 100cc AI is also able to do that alone makes it intimidating. We have enough speed there, could still make it. We'll just enjoy the gliding. 150cc, that would be the worst time to get hit by a blue. You still made it because we were that close. Thought that using that boost would probably just delay my missed further. Guess the smarter method would have been just boost right away or something. I don't know. Actually, if I get it in the air, does that do I keep my momentum? I don't know. I'm not a feather expert, so I don't know exactly how that item works. Let's just why not? I should let you know, guys, though, you can actually get in slightly better position. Let's go for this. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so he has a couple stuff. Okay, not a bad time. That might get multiple, yeah. That one blue shell caused a massive wipeout. Can I take your mushroom? Oh, I still have one. Okay, hang on. Okay, let's take a shortcut here. If I wait a bit, there might be another I could take later. Yeah, like right here, I think we should be able to take another shortcut. Ooh. That's close, but I think I made it. Alright. I made up for that. I have a good use for this. Just this driver. Got 4 tricks out there. Nice. Oh, we can do a straightforward boost. That's always nice. Usually you have to go back and forth to get a good boost on that part of the track. By the way, this track here from Mario Kart Wave, probably one of my dad's favorite tracks to drive. I should have you know, my dad's not bad at Wii, by the way. He did 100% the game back when he first got it. That's what really inspired me to start sending the stuff. He didn't go for 3 stars, but he went for getting all the goals at the very least, which is still pretty tough, because remember, this is an RNG game. Sometimes you can just get sued and nothing will happen. But, we got the straightforward twice. Daily, when you get that, it's very easy to get for that part. If you don't know to hit the boost, by the way, that part can be really tough, because all that you saw me pass is off-road. Oh yeah, so that's Coin Coffer. So the Coin Coffer was the one that almost passed us, my goodness. Like I said, there's lots of... You definitely upgraded the amount of characters you see here. Not just the main characters, but more enemies, more than anything. Like just the features of the Mario franchise. Them are here. Definitely went ham with that. I'll say that much. Of course, after this is done, we'll be able to do the special cup. It's tempting as... Oh, I didn't see that guy. Actually, I probably wanted to fall behind so we can get a really good item like this. Got draft on top of that. How did that not catch me out? I thought it would. There's just not much coins available here, I see. You're not bad set. By the way, mushroom can also help you if you did get hit by a blue or something. But it's kind of weird how it has to be used. You very much have to time it right after theirs. By the way, I like the funny joke game showing us a blue shell on the scene, even though we cannot get a blue. We're in second. If we're not in first, that is. This sign's kind of weird to do, honestly. Inkar is over on the right, so he's on a completely different side than I am. I'm going where a coin coffer is. I want to catch him. Get one of them. Looks like they all dodged it. This part goes really fast, by the way. That's how I've noticed. So you have to be preemptively ready to drift. Oh, not again. Always the friend booze of the last end. This literally will be my kryptonite in the later tracks. Alright, somehow I've left them in the dust there. That works. We'll have to redo that. Up again. Yeah, if 100cc is already this tough, I don't know how the rest will go. Alright. We'll show the main ending to this. I guess I probably should show some of the characters' situations. However, got 2,000 tricks still, which gave us an error thing. I think that's the only unchecked I got, so So now we have Donkey Kong. So what do you guys think of the new Donkey Kong? This is actually our first time using him. He's a pretty speedy boy, I'll say, give him that much. Because he's on the same ride as Bowser, he's gonna be pretty fast. Okay, this is another course where I say maybe trying to win it first might be good, because they again put a pretty hard track at the very beginning. Acorn Heights here, probably one of the more difficult tracks to do efficiently. Very awkward to figure out where to go, and while there is a shortcut at the very end, it can be very tight to perfect. What am I doing? We should go into the start of this. I thought we start with it right at the beginning too. They start us off with a bang, man. Already. One thing I forget is that I can use this as a way to avoid some items. I used to actually get Boo myself. I'm used to being the one that loses items for Boo. Okay, we actually got a mushroom somehow. So we're able to do a nice skip if we can get it just right. So it's right here. You can just go through this section, and then you can do another double step. This one I have to practice like constantly off camera. See, that's what usually happens. Ideally, I do not want that to happen on the last lap. I think for the most part, the only way I could consistently get... Okay. Using it at the last minute, that sort of helped me out. But I'm not sure. And yeah, so they did change Donkey Kong's look slightly. What do you guys think of it? I think it's alright, for the most part. Oh great, it's the Boo again. Good, we mace baited to the end of the section. When you get crashed down on that, that's actually where you lose the most time possible from the Boo. Get off of there. Baby that was, I have no clue. I think that was either Baby or Daisy. I just kind of knocked off of that sign. Got my shim. That's kind of late now. Okay, so I need to go this path if you want to go this route now. So this is why you want to go this path. You skip a little turn if you can do that properly, and the medium path is the easiest way to do that. So I think that's what I'll actually be doing on at DCC. However, there is a somewhat faster sip you can do. You can time it just right. Just in time. Boy, Dongyun. Sooner or later, we're gonna do a playthrough with him. Of course, everybody knows about that Donkey Kong Bonanza's coming out pretty soon. So it's nice to get some practice with him. Oh wow, they got hit from that? Wow. Okay, we need to go here again. We want to take the shortcut. Okay. Of course I fail it now. I think I was too early there. Way too early. So, there's my rule again. Like I said, if we fail the first race, we will replay it again immediately, and gotta stick with our same cart we use. What I find is quite interesting, you might have noticed this, we collected coins before we failed, and yet we get to keep them. That's one thing I think that they did that was beneficial. They let you keep your coins, even if you have to like quit and reload. They never used to do that in Mario Kart 7. You had to like finish the race or whatever for it to count your coins. So in that game, it was probably more beneficial if you're going for all the coins to just go fast and do stuff. Okay. Better go for this path first so we get a little bit more money. It's a little bit to hold on to this, but we kind of need to. That's not till later. We'll take it now. We'll do the safety strat. So we'll use 2 options here. And then we'll go here. Try the shortcut route again. To be honest, I did practice this a lot. In case you haven't noticed, the rails are actually kind of bad in the game. I'm not saying that to be weird or anything, too. The rails are really freaking precise. That's one thing I've noted about them. They can be extremely hard to land on just right. 'Cause you have to, like, time it at a very weird spot. And this is the one track where it really is a big problem, too. Because the rails are how you do the shortcut and get a good time on this track. If you don't do that shortcut and the AI does in later difficulties, it can often be just a loss. So it's very important to do that. Kind of annoying because of that, because it's one of the few tracks you actually kind of have to really do a skip if you want to be good at it. Because when I tried doing this earlier, I always wondered why the CPU constantly got ahead of me. I figured that this was how you get ahead of them. What's funny is, that was the first time I fell off of that part. I did several time trial parts. My least favorite part was trying to do it from the back. I always fell off the first time I usually did that skip. But then I finally got it, and it just looked really cool when I did that. You could certainly beat this course without it. It's just really hard to do. And that works just as fine. There's many different routes for that. Kinda just have to take it by ear. No, we're not getting hit by an item for once? Towards the end? I haven't massively. I'm not gonna risk this. We're just gonna take this normally. Skip the skip that time because they were already in a big lead. If I was in a more tighter spot, I'd go for it again. Anyways, if you're wondering why that's fast, of course, if you go on that second leaf that I showed you and then jump at a specific point, I think it's right before you get to the boost usually. And I found it's helpful to hold down ZR during that. And as far as I'm aware, if you do that consistently, you'll typically land it first try every time. And that's a big skip too, because that's a full turn almost pretty much cut. Really hard if you do that correctly. Without that skip, this can be one of the most frustrating tracks to do. Especially since in Golden Rally, they force you to do one lap of that at the very end of the game, and if you're not knowledgeable on how to do that part, you'll just lose over and over and over. Actually found out about some people struggling, even beating Golden Rally because of that, because Golden Rally ends with you having to do Acorn Heights. Yes, don't ask me why a first tier rally has a special course at the end of it, but it just does. If you're not eligible at that track, then messing it up will often get you astray. Also doesn't help that the AI can just be rude sometimes. Okay, gotta keep collecting money. Perfect, mushroom here, let's grab that. That is right behind me. This is one big lap, by the way, not 5 laps like in Super Mario Kart. I just realized they're still coming back from before. You know what's really confusing about this though? In other mode, you want to drift all the time, but for some reason in this one, it's like different. It's like that's not the end, right? Yeah, I need that part. Get ahead of Ned using that. Could have technically used a skip to do it instead, but I'm not sure what could have happened. Okay, good. If that was the fish, I would have been a bit more worried, but we made it. We made it work. So now let's keep going. It's a Peach Stadium. This is the second time we're doing something at Peach Stadium, but I believe it's a different track, maybe, or not. I don't know. I just realized I'm not sure if they even have a 30-second track, because I just noticed we're going back to Peach Stadium a second time. We did it once during like the second or third cup, and yeah, we do it again for the special cup as well. I think that gets a little repetitive. Well, I'm trying to get the coins here. When you're trying to go for optimal coin rating, more often than not, the AI loves getting away with that. Okay, there we go. We gotta drift that. At least got coins. But I don't get is why they're able to just jump up and get the. I guess I assume that must be because of then I don't know. That might actually be a cheat, honestly. I just realized something. Maybe the AI cheats and like tries to jump over your queens occasionally. Oh, they got that. I'll just hit you, so oh, okay. Okay, let's grab these coins. Oh my gosh, that was really fast. He got to 20 almost instantly. Silly as they, as useless as they look, getting to 20 early does make a big difference in how fast you go. It's nice when we get all these Seabus too. Remember this Peach Stadium is. We might come back here later for a certain something later. Oh boy, here comes the boo again. I'm getting really good with that timing, and what I mean by timing, I mean by the timing where you basically get throw the coin right as you're about to hit a boom shell, and instead of being a long delay before you get your coins back, you get them back sooner. This is another track I practiced flapping as well. He's somewhat familiar with it. Of course, now after this, we're gonna be doing the Rainbow Road. Combo again. Sometimes the game just fills you up. Sometimes you'll just get unlucky. The chip boost is pretty much the only use I seem to be getting out of the feather, besides occasionally taking different shortcuts, but it's not even just the best. Alright. Me, Mario, Luigi, and Peach all competing against each other in Penguin for some reason as well, heading into the finals. So who's gonna come out on top of Rainbow Road? That's what I wonder. So if we win the final race too, that means we won't have to come back to 100cc ever again. Just so you know, I do still stand true to my other word. What I mean by other word, I mean by whenever I get out of 100cc, you will only see the attempts that actually get the 3 stars, both to save time and also be efficient. What if we just kind of chillax here for a bit? Just kind of show off a bit. Why not? Okay, that sent me over the points. It's not what I wanted. Looks like we're going this way. Oh, wait, I have to go here. I just realized, a little bit too soon, that we hate to go middle. AI seem to know about it. Dude, we're even seeing bullet bills, which means we haven't really been taking the right path. But to be fair, Rainbow Road in this game is a really, really freaking long track. Maybe the longest track in the whole game. You literally get thrown out in here, and then you just start one big lap. So we'll still be in it for the long haul. Probably should have gone for those coins sooner, but I didn't know what the AI was gonna do. That was close. Again, Penguin's the one being in the lead all of a sudden. It's not even a state character, I would say. It's like, I'm the one. This is the one part where I always get a little confused as to where I go. I'm just gonna go last. They both seem to take about the same time. These extra paths. Actually, wait, yeah, this path's faster because I can just do that for a trick boost. To be fair, Mario Kart 8 had about the exact same skip setup. Yeah, sure, take my useless feather I don't really need. Because you haven't noticed. The feather's been kind of nerfed in this game. Before the loop, it was the go-to item in Super Mario Kart because it took all the best shortcuts. Now in this game mode, it's not like that at all. Literally, you can't use it to take any shortcuts now. I like how they give us a train to see in this too. That's another trick skip, by the way. So for those of you who don't know, yes, Mario Kart 8 also had the same trick where it split into 2 paths, but depending on which path you took, there are ways to get to other stuff. I see you, Blue Shell. I have my eye on you. Thank gosh this path is very long and drawn out. Also, we probably get in at a very inconvenient time. Let's switch our item out because we're gonna to an anyway. One thing I've also noticed though, they don't let you get another mine after we've already gotten an item. Still have the rainbow lobs, like in the SNES remake version. What I mean by that is the version you see in Mario Kart 8. We'll probably have to play that game on the channel at some point. I will say, this is probably the coolest Rainbow Road has ever looked. I'll say that much. Let's not trick here, just in case. Of course, you can also use tricks to adjust your angles. Like, if you're going too much to the one side, you can also choose to do that. Great, another boo. I've seen this enough times. Again, though, it happened when we're close to a boost, though. So that helps out a bit, but we can always get our money back. This part can be really fast if you go on it right. Okay, I think that was a big drift there. This looks really cool to drift, honestly. Just go really fast. Thank God there's also a train following us the whole time. It's like, no biggie. You can see the AI is trying to rubber band again, by the way. By the way, looks like there's a trick skip there. Don't try it. You will fall off. What I've noticed also is some of the out of bounds areas are really close too. They really don't want you skipping stuff. See? That's why we have to go around there. You can't just like skip it. Good. No blues. Doesn't seem like any reds are coming either. Alright. So 100cc is now completely done in Grand Prix mode. Perfect. We don't have to come back here again. We'll just go straight to the end now, and I think I picked a good character for the second ending too. Get to see it with new Donkey Kong this time around. If you're wondering, yes, I saved Yoshi for this the last time, because of course, why not finish the first group of the main game with our favorite character after all, am I right? Okay, at the very least, Mario made third. He is the main character after all. Donkey Kong's on top this time, though. As they might say, it's on like Donkey Kong. This cutscene at the end, the special cop looks amazing, by the way. So, one thing I'll give this game, besides like the decent tracks and else and being fun to drive, is that the graphics just look amazing. That's when you could tell it's definitely a Switch 2 game. So yeah, okay, just as I thought, we get to see the ending again. I'm not gonna ever skip this, by the way. Just so you know. So, yeah, 100cc on this mode is now done. Annoyingly enough, you guys might have checked it, but in Knockout Tour, it does not give you the credits. So, I'm gonna be here now to reveal a little bit of a surprise to you guys. When we go through 150cc, and like another mode, if for some reason it's up there, I decided that for funsies, I will finish on Grand Prix mode instead of on Knockout Tour mode like I'm doing right now. And it's not just to be weird, it's mainly because I want to get Knockout Tour done kind of early, because it's kind of a really hard race course out. I think people would probably want to see how you do that anyways. Because, like, it's gonna be hard otherwise. Probably more importantly, though, is the main reason is because both Knockout Tour is both harder than the Grand Prix mode by a one shot, and also it does not have an ending, whereas this mode does. That way we can finish this game sending off with the credit sequence, which would be cool. Anyway. Other than that, going back to this, just want to clarify that yes, we are doing all the difficulties. So don't worry, it might take a while, but 150cc will come soon. If I do actually end up succeeding this, and assuming nothing weird happens, I do hope that it works. because, you know, I may or may not be the first in the world to do this on a YouTube video. Who knows? There's probably a lot of other 100% playthroughs on YouTube right now that are being worked on. The thing is, they probably just did 150cc mode to do the skip sap, which I guess I should probably tell you guys. If you're wondering why I must do 50 and 100cc before 150cc, well, that's because the way I'm rooting it, I want to do all the difficulties. And if you guys have watched enough videos, you will know that in 150cc mode, if you complete it entirely, gold, silver, doesn't matter, if you get any completion on that difficulty, but more importantly, if you were to somehow get 3 stars on that difficulty, and do it on all of Grand Prix mode, and Knockout Tour 50 and 100cc automatically get a free star, which means if you free star all of 150cc, I like this throwback to Super Mario Kart, by the way. Anyways, yeah, then all of 50 and 100cc will be free starred because they basically thinking, oh, well, if you did the hardest sticker, you must have done 50 or 100cc, so why not? We'll just give you free stars on all those. Before that, even in like Mario Kart 7, I believe, you'd still have to do all the cups on all the difficulties, but starting Mario Kart 8 and now this, you can just get free stars on all the other difficulties. Of course, with the specific route I took, that I am not allowing that, of course. So that means we will not be doing that. So that's why, in case anybody is wondering, you can just look at the description of the video for more info. But basically, yeah, because of that, we must do 50 and 100cc 100% first before doing 150cc. A 150cc will also have to be fully done on right away too, because of another specific thing I'll mention later. I'm gonna try not to reveal it, but I'm pretty sure a couple of people probably already know about it. I'm not gonna say something now. Oh my gosh, Donkey Kong! Watch out for that bonsai build-up. Anyway. So, anyways, more on how I'm actually going to do the route. For reasons I already specified, 150cc Knockout Tour will be done before we do normal mode. That's just so that we can get that out of the way first, and that way we can finish 150cc with an ending. Because, not only because it helps me end the main part with this ending that you see right now, but also just lets us do all sorts of other stuff too, which, again, I'm not going to reveal any of that, but you'll see. Alright, well, let's check how much we've unlocked now. So far, we've only had to reset a couple of times. I will not be resetting a Knockout Tour because I'm worried that might already take long, so I think my only catch will be I'll just try to gold everything. Should be straightforward to do though, 100cc. Okay, let's just pass something out. Alright, so we got the Tune Thumper this time. So yeah. So I guess the thing I should note, this game does not have a segmented unlock for its cards. That's actually the one thing I wanted to tell you. Because as weird as it looks, yes, you don't unlock the cards in the same order every time. In other game modes, you always unlock them in the same order every time as long as you did specific things, but not in this game. If you're ending at a specific point, or coin toll at a certain point shows you with a different unlock card trait, well, that's because apparently you get all of the cards unlocked at different times. It's completely random which one unlocks. I will have you know, though, there are not actually that many cards. arts than you would think. In fact, once we get 3,000 coins, we'll be done unlocking carts for a very long time. So that's good to... That's one thing I want to tell you guys. Anyways, I think we've been here for enough. Who knows, maybe we'll go rainbow mode someday. But before that, we have to finish Knockout Tour. Other than that, yes, that is the end of 100cc Grand Prix. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. We certainly have a lot more collectibles now. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.